the 27-yard line. On second down, here's Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Gain on the play there, second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt.
The ball comes out. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here we go. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
21.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
Here we go. 80. 65. 21.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Second and 7 at the 46-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards on the play as they pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set, hut. 54. Set. I'm coming after you. Hey, one set.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From a yard out, and the Cardinals are in for 6. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you can.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
After the sack on first down, Murray, and he finds a man with a crossing route. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws, and how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look close.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ronald Blair in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get it to Clay that time. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Come on now, let's go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Breida to get the third quarter started. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Andre Branch. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Black! Watch twist. Whip, whip, whip.
On first down, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. So that'll back him up 5. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They try the left side with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
On 2nd down and 4. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Buying time to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This fielded at the 2.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Garoppolo, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver.
At the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 65, 65. 43 is the mic, boy. 40. Hey, exit. Check 43.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and pick and pack.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Avery Jones making his presence felt on the sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. On third down, a run from Breida. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
54 Mike. I'm here all day.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. The busy night continues for Johnson. And some room to work. A big run there by Johnson. 64 yards on the ground.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Back to throw it, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Niners take over first and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final try now for Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where